Hello, Jon. Thank you so much for ordering a wellness reading for me and for being so patient in receiving it. This is a 30-minute wellness reading where we will be looking at your wellness in 3 different ways: through your body, your mind, and your spirit. And the reason I like to connect to people and look at their wellness in these 3 different ways, is because we are all multidimensional beings. So for me to be able to take a look at your wellness from aspects of your body, your mind, and your spirit, it really helps me to be able to deliver concise messages of guidance and insight, and just to help you overall with your wellness and how to approach it, and not just see it as a one-way lane of like, oh, it's just about fitness, or it's just about what I eat, or it's just about meditation, but how it all works together and it makes you into who you are. So I'm really excited to get into this. I feel like I don't really have to explain a lot about what I'm doing here, how I'm connecting to you. I feel like you know about these types of things. So what I'm just going to do is ground my energy first, and then connect to my higher self before I connect to you. And yeah, I'm just going to get started. So I'm connecting to my higher self and setting the intention that we will be connecting to Jon. That we will be connecting to Jon to deliver messages filled with love and light in regards to Jon's wellness, related to the body and the mind and the spirit. Ooh, I just got super thirsty. I don't know if you can tell. It's from the Elf movie. Alright. So I'm feeling just like a bunch of really good energy flowing through my body right now. A lot of happiness, a lot of joy. I'm seeing yellow and orange, so happiness, more joy, but in relation to the solar plexus. The solar plexus in above the crown chakra, so I'm making like a connection with you in these regards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my oracle deck, and this is the Divine Animals Oracle deck, so it's all animals. I'm going to shuffle it, and while I'm shuffling it, I'm putting the intention to connect to Jon and to connect to his energy, to deliver messages of wellness in regards to the body. Alright, shuffle. Okay, left ear, left side, feeling some stuff going on. Wonder if you've been having any ringing of the ear, specifically on the left ear. The deck didn't. Let me reshuffle one more time. The deck is being interesting right now. I think maybe. Jon's wellness in his body. gave me a card. I like sometimes 2 or 3, but we'll take this one. Ooh, fierceness. So you see that's Wolverine, and we can see the Wolverine down here, and in this, I mean, it's like spiky mountains, so it's very treacherous, but they're facing it head on, and you can see he's mounted by this man that's carrying his shield and his sword. And then above him, you can see right above how it's feeling like some type of crown chakra, upper dimensional stuff going on in relation to the body, and this feeling of being like in this warrior state. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look this up really fast. I really like what the author writes about these cards, since they're not like normal tarot cards. So fierceness. We should develop a sense of healthy fierceness. Right now, do not shy away from things that confront you, but choose carefully how you act. So, right now, do not shy away from things that confront you, but choose carefully how you act. You can be fierce, but not angry. Loyalty is important right now. So I'm wondering... So look how opposite these cards are. I just pulled Dolphin, which is happiness, and it's this water feeling. So I'm feeling like this is kind of related when I'm feeling this fierceness and happiness is when we hear, things are going to be coming up in your life or coming up to you that are going to be affecting how you approach it. And I'm getting this feeling that the automatic response is of lower vibration, of like anger or just a quick being able to turn into from this to this. And I see it in relation to work or stuff that you're working on. So what I'm hearing is when things aren't going right in work and you have like this fierce feeling that so I see it in the social media aspect of you are very driven in what you do, but I'm feeling like others around you aren't as driven or don't hold that same work ethic that you do. So like you approach it in this way, right? This is how I see you approaching work and things that you love and things that you do. And like a lot of other people approach it in this manner. Like they're just like, I'm chilling. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm not gonna ask for anything extra. What comes to me is what comes to me. And I knew my light was gonna switch, so I'm gonna switch it back. It does this weird thing at 6:30 p.m. It switches to it goes off from my beautiful deep dive color. Let me bring that brightness up. Okay, we should be good now. So I'm getting this feeling of this invitation to continue with the work ethic and what you've been putting in, but not to allow what others do to affect the fierceness and how you approach it. Because even when you're approaching it this way, on the outside, you're creating this sense of like, this is what's going on the inside, and this is the action that is taken. But like, I can see this on the outside of that. You kind of create this demeanor of like, everything's good, we're all good, like this very calm, and that's how you are like in work meetings too. And I'm seeing that there's this fierceness behind you, and you can present that fierceness, but it's just about how you present it. And I feel like you are wanting to like say something. I'm feeling like very caught up, like you're wanting to say something, but you aren't. Like you're wanting, and that's what's holding you back right now. And it's like very throat chakra related, and I'm seeing it like I don't know how to explain it. Let me get a little help from spirit here. So yeah, this logic of like, well, this is the way things go. Like we all know, like this is how we do things. This sense of, A, B, C, D, and E, and F. And like, we all know that that's how it happens, but all these people around you aren't following suit. And it's affecting the feeling of willingness in work when it comes to work. So what it's doing is it's putting a damper on the body. So it's like bringing the body down. So then when it comes to approaching other things in your life, like your daily meditations and that kind of stuff, the damper is brought with it. And instead of facing it and seeing what to do with that, I see it just being held within the body and trying to be transmuted in another way. So like through meditation, that kind of stuff. But what is being asked is to approach your work, what is happening in your work right now, and transmute it there, so that you can get this clear thing and it doesn't follow you in these other aspects of your life, like family or meditation, or when you're playing your music or creating music. I'm seeing this kind of following in with it, and you are wanting to transmute it through those ways, but it's really has to be handled within the work. And it's a ask of bring your fierceness to light. You can still be happy and have this, not facade, but we all put on like a mask at work. We have to be in our best behavior, but you can still have this fierceness. It's just how you approach it. And look how he has a shield in front of him and the sword behind his back. So first he's coming like in observer mode, like what's going on, and then when he feels like he needs to strike, he strikes like a fierce Wolverine. See, I'm really seeing this like being like a work, co-workers or projects or something, and how you're approaching it. It's like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay, I'm gonna pull these are daily affirmation cards. So I'm gonna pull a card for you, and you can write it down on a post-it note and stick it anywhere you want. But this is going to be your affirmation related to body. So, I courageously open and move through every door of opportunity. So, I'm feeling big root chakra vibes with this card right here. So, grounding. So, maybe before going into a meeting or into something with work where you're feeling like you can't bring this fierceness, doing a grounding meditation before, like a quick 5-minute, 3-minute grounding meditation. I follow some on YouTube that are great to really help you to be able to bring that empowered fierceness that you bring in other aspects of your life, and to kind of even it out. Okay. I'm also, I've been feeling like a lot of stillness within the body, and I'm getting this, this ask to move your body, move your body. make that song as you want, as you will. All right, we're gonna go into the mind, Jon's mind, and the wellness of the mind. So I'm seeing blue, I'm seeing calm, and I'm seeing some waves in the distance. So maybe it's an overthinking of the future, an overthinking that creates anxiety about the future. So, yeah, just this overthinking about what to do next, what's going to be tomorrow, planning, lots of overthinking to be able to get it right. Groundness. I just want to see what these are. Protection and cycles. So when I'm feeling that the mind was going all over the place, and it's what happens. This happens when we are not grounded and in the present moment. And I am a Leo, Capricorn, Gemini. I have to plan. I have I have a book right here next to me that's full of like all the things I have to do this week and what times like certain things are scheduled at and the Facebook Lives I have to be a part of. So I'm all about planning. But once I write it down, I honestly like have programmed my brain to not think about those things until I have to think about them, because I know I have them written down. So I'm getting this sense of just this overthinking in the future and planning and planning and planning. So when you're starting to feel that way, you're lifting up out of being grounded. So it's this ask to ground yourself. See how they're steadfast standing on the dirt with the sun. So maybe this asks to go in nature for the mind. Go outside, put your face in the sun, and protection, a lioness. We have protection, which is a lioness. So what I'm seeing is we are doing this overthinking and this overplanning to create this sense of protection, this sense of stability, like, all right, we're okay, where everything's fine, like I've got all my ducks in a row, I know where everything's at. But again, once you get them all in a row, you can let that go and enjoy the present moment. Because when you enjoy the present moment, I'm seeing like the zigzags down and up. The brain is doing this all the time. Up and down, going up and down about this one idea, about this one thought, about this one thing. Ground yourself. Be present in the moment. Ooh, throat chakra stuff, man. Deep throat chakra stuff. So for the lioness protection, it says you're strongly protected right now. You're invited to embrace your authenticity and to be unafraid to wisely express your emotions. To protect others, we must learn to develop strength in ourselves and to know the power of restraint, which is what real power involves. The power of restraint. And cycles. Follow the cycles of nature and you will be rarely disappointed. As energy travels in cycles, seek balance. There is a time and a season for everything. Plants cannot blossom all the time, so be patient. Okay, so it's this ruminating in the future of the mind to protect itself away from these vicious cycles. So instead of being in the present moment to be able to go through the cycles and be through it, you're protecting. What I'm seeing is like a protection away from it. You're protecting yourself away from the present moment to protect yourself away from feeling these cycles. Whoa, finally came out. So it's like this guard is up. This guard is over the heart. I feel this big shield, that shield that we were seeing before that was in front. There's this guard, and it's this ask to ground yourself. First, ground yourself. Drop the shields. Drop the heart shield. And in that present moment, allow yourself to move through whatever cycles and transmute through to whatever feelings need to be felt, because what you're feeling, I feel like you go like, okay, I'm feeling sadness, and I felt it, and we're on it. But it's this deep ask to feel. The mind is asking you, it's telling you, I'm presenting these cycles to you so that you can feel a sense of protection in yourself, in this vulnerability, in the surrendering into it. And when you can surrender into this, you will get this just like wave of peace just like passed over me. So the mind is asking for you to ground your body. And in the present moment, when you feel things, to feel it fully. And then ask the body to transmute it and let it go. Okay, that's what I got for that. It's funny because sometimes I hear and that's that. Okay. I declare that in every season, happiness flows freely from me. So I declare that in every season, happiness flows freely from me. So see how every season, that's everything that you're feeling, there will still be happiness there. So don't fear that will be gone because you're having to feel these other emotions that are cycling through. Allow so that you can flow, because the happiness flows with it, and it always flows through you. All right. Now we're going to move on to our connection with spirit and our wellness with spirit. Ooh, yeah, you're being divinely guided, especially by some past loved ones. I don't know. It's a big mother energy. Oh, my stomach just grumbled. Solar plexus. Oh, I can see her. She's hugging you right now. I don't know if it's grandma or if it's mom or who it is. She's asking you to please connect with her. I don't know if it's mom or grandma, or if it's from mom or grandma's side, but it's a female past loved one, ancestor, and she's telling you that she has messages for you, and to please tune into her during the meditation so she can deliver these messages. Whoa, I've never said that during a reading. And then I get intuition and truth. So it's there, and there's this ask to please connect deeper to that intuition. So let's just look at these two cards really fast. Really fast. 37. Use and develop your intuition. Your gut feeling is correct. You are not your mind. Develop your magical skills further. Introduce play into your life. So what I'm seeing is, remember I was feeling like deep solar plexus stuff going on with connection to spirit. So when it's saying use and develop your intuition, your gut feeling is correct. So I'm seeing you meditating with these guides that you have, whether it's past loved ones, ancestors, ET guides, your higher self. And I'm really seeing you focusing in on the solar plexus and breathing into it, setting the intention of what, I don't know if it's you are trying to seek truth in a certain matter or just truth and just trying to receive, but open yourself up to that and really focus in on that solar plexus and the solar plexus breathing and the color of your solar plexus. So, you know, that nice yellow, beautiful color. Picture it expanding out. And while that expands out, picture the crown also expanding. And I either ask you a question or open yourself up, and I really feel like you're going to be getting like massive downloads. Like, I know you already do during meditations, but I really feel like these are going to be more short. They're going to be shorter, and they're going to hit you. Truth is going to hit you, just like that. Just like that. Let's just look at truth really fast. Authenticity is important. Live your truth fearlessly. Do not fear what you cannot control. We will all leave a legacy, so you should consider what this might be for you. Death is a part of life. So yeah, I'm really seeing like this death of a cycle, and your intuition, a really deeper connection with the intuition, and whoever I connected with earlier, sitting down, opening up that solar plexus and the crown chakra, those two specifically, and just being present in that moment, and whatever comes in, and sharing this truth, because we all need it. Okay. Wow. All right, let's see if I can pull a little affirmation. Oh Lord. That's the same card. I don't want to give you the same one. I want to give you another affirmation. Spirit. Come on, Spirit. I am loved, loving, and lovable. I am loved, loving, and lovable. Yeah. Okay, someone, like, it's like someone's name is like with an M or something. It's just so interesting. Okay. And look, I'm like so happy. They give me such wonderful feelings. Okay, my friend. So go ahead. You can always like replay this part of the reading, what I gave to you, and write down the different either chakras that I talked about, or different feelings and or guidance and insights that I gave you. But now we're gonna move into the energy tune-up portion of this. So this part you can always come back to and watch whenever you need a little energy tune-up, in the morning, during the day, in the middle of the day, at night, whenever you need it. So I invite you to be able to come back to this moment whenever you need this energy tune-up. Right now I'm just waving the selenite wand in between us, cleanse the space, since we're just deeply connected. And then I'm going to start to wipe away unneeded layers. Wipe away unneeded layers that are on your aura. And these layers are layers of protection, and it's good to have layers of protection. But these layers of protection are layers of protection that are formed from anger, fear, grief, apathy, and they will no longer serve you. So we're just going to wipe them away. And now I'm going to start to pluck away a dense energy on your aura. That no longer serves you. We're just plucking away this dense energy. We're going to pluck at the crown, the third eye, at the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, sacral, and the root. Okay, I'm feeling there's like these two very specific energy cords that I'm feeling from your aura. So I'm going to use these trusty little scissors. They're small but mighty, and they're my energy cutting scissors. They sit next to me too. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this energy cord. Let's snip it away. Go ahead and pull this one. Snip it away. Just plucking a few. All right. Now I'm calling in butterflies of love and light to sprinkle down. So love and light starting at the top of your head, shoulders, your back, legs, down to your feet, your aura. More butterflies, down the chakras. Now, going to protect you with love and light and divine protection from the aura, around the body, the chakras. Thank you, Jon, for allowing me to connect to you, for allowing me to deliver this message to you, and for allowing me to do a little energy tune-up for you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I hope that this message and this reading comes to you in divine timing. I love you so much. Bye.